from the bustling cities to the shadowy corners of history, there exists a hidden world, one shrouded in secrecy and intrigue. A world where power and knowledge intertwine, where whispers of ancient rituals and clandestine meetings echo through the ages. Welcome to our deep dive into the shadowy world of secret societies. These enigmatic groups, cloaked in mystery, have captivated imaginations for centuries. Today, we'll uncover the top 10 most influential secret societies throughout history. From the hushed backrooms of Europe to the corridors of power in America, we'll journey across continents and centuries, exploring the origins, rituals, and enduring legacies of these clandestine organizations. Join us as we delve into the hidden world of the most secretive organizations, separating fact from fiction and revealing the impact these groups have had on the course of history. Our journey begins in the heart of Bavaria in 1776 with the birth of a society destined to become synonymous with conspiracy and intrigue, the Illuminati. Founded by Adam Weishaupt, a professor of law, the order sought to challenge religious superstition and promote Enlightenment ideals. Weishaupt's vision for the Illuminati was ambitious, aiming to establish a new world order based on reason and secularism. To achieve this, the Illuminati adopted a hierarchical structure, with members ascending through degrees of initiation, each unlocking deeper secrets and knowledge. However, the Illuminati's radical ideas and secretive practices soon attracted suspicion. Accused of plotting against the state and the church, the order was infiltrated and ultimately suppressed by the Bavarian government in 1785. Despite its short lifespan, the legend of the Illuminati lived on, fueled by rumors of their survival and their supposed influence on major historical events. From the French Revolution to the assassination of JFK, the Illuminati became a convenient scapegoat for those seeking to explain the unexplainable. Our exploration of secret societies takes us now from the shadowy realm of conspiracy theories to a group whose origins lie in the very foundations of our civilization, the Freemasons. Unlike the Illuminati, whose existence was brief and shrouded in controversy, the Freemasons boast a long and complex history, dating back centuries. Their roots can be traced to the medieval guilds of stonemasons who built Europe's grand cathedrals and castles. These stonemasons possessed advanced knowledge of geometry, mathematics, and architecture, secrets passed down through generations of craftsmen. Over time, their guilds began accepting members who were not stonemasons by trade, but shared their values of brotherhood, charity, and moral uprightness. This marked the transformation of the Masons' guilds into what we now know as Freemasonry, a fraternal organization that uses the symbolism of stonemasonry to convey moral and ethical teachings. From the sun-baked deserts of the Levant to the hallowed halls of Jerusalem, a new force emerged in the 12th century, the Knights Templar. This order of warrior monks, bound by vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience, was unlike any other. They were not just soldiers. They were men of faith, driven by a divine mission to protect the sacred sites of Christianity and ensure the safety of pilgrims traveling through perilous lands. The Templars' story is one of courage, devotion, and an unyielding commitment to their cause. Founded in the wake of the First Crusade, this monastic military order pledged their swords and lives to a higher purpose, the protection of Christian pilgrims journeying to the Holy Land. The First Crusade had opened the way for thousands of pilgrims to visit the holy sites, but the journey was fraught with danger. Bandits, hostile forces, and treacherous terrain made the pilgrimage a perilous endeavor. The Templars, with their martial skills and unwavering faith, provided a shield for these devout travelers, ensuring their safe passage. Clad in their distinctive white mantles adorned with the blood-red cross, these warrior monks became a formidable presence in the tumultuous battlefields of the Crusades. Their appearance alone struck fear into the hearts of their enemies. The white mantle symbolized their purity and dedication to God, while the red cross represented their willingness to shed blood in the defense of their faith. The Templars were not just warriors, they were symbols of divine justice and protection. Their unwavering faith and martial prowess quickly earned them a fearsome reputation, striking terror into the hearts of their enemies. The Templars were known for their discipline, bravery, and tactical acumen. They fought with a ferocity that was unmatched, driven by a belief that they were fighting for a holy cause. Their presence on the battlefield often turned the tide of battle, and their enemies knew that facing the Templars meant facing a force that would not easily be defeated. But their influence extended far beyond the battlefield. The Templars were not just warriors, they were also astute administrators and shrewd businessmen. They established a network of fortifications, farms and estates across Europe and the Holy Land. These holdings provided the resources needed to support their military activities and allowed them to become self-sufficient. The Templars' economic acumen was as impressive as their martial prowess. As their power and wealth grew, the Templars established a vast economic network, amassing significant land holdings and financial influence across Europe. Their estates produced food, wool, and other goods that were sold to generate income. They also engaged in trade, buying and selling goods across Europe and the Mediterranean. The Templars' economic activities were diverse and far-reaching, making them one of the wealthiest and most powerful organizations of their time. They pioneered innovative banking practices, acting as custodians of wealth for pilgrims and nobles alike. The Templars developed a system of letters of credit that allowed pilgrims to deposit money in one location and withdraw it in another, reducing the risk of carrying large sums of money on dangerous journeys. This system was one of the earliest forms of banking and laid the groundwork for modern financial practices. The Templars' role as bankers and financial advisors further increased their influence and power, their activities laying the foundation for modern banking systems. The Templars' financial innovations were ahead of their time and had a lasting impact on the development of banking and finance. Their ability to manage and protect wealth made them trusted by kings, nobles, and merchants. The Templars' financial network was vast and complex, and their expertise in managing money was unparalleled in the medieval world. The Templars' rise, however, was as meteoric as it was precarious. Their growing power and independence made them both influential allies and formidable rivals. The Templars' success attracted the attention of powerful figures, and their wealth and influence made them targets of envy and suspicion. The Templars' rise to prominence was marked by both admiration and animosity as they navigated the complex political landscape of medieval Europe. Their growing influence and independence aroused suspicion and envy, ultimately leading to their downfall. In the early 14th century, the Templars faced accusations of heresy, corruption, and other crimes. These charges were largely unfounded, but they provided a pretext for the Templars' enemies to move against them. The Templars were arrested, their assets seized, and their leaders put on trial. The once mighty order was disbanded, and its members were persecuted. The Templars' downfall was swift and brutal, a stark contrast to their meteoric rise. As the Renaissance swept across Europe, challenging old dogmas and ushering in a new era of intellectual curiosity, whispers of a secretive brotherhood began to circulate amongst scholars and alchemists. This enigmatic group, known as the Rosicrucians, claimed to possess ancient wisdom passed down from antiquity, holding the keys to unlocking the mysteries of the universe and achieving spiritual enlightenment. Their name, derived from the Latin rosa and crux, meaning rose and cross, symbolized their core beliefs. a fusion of mystical Christianity with Hermetic traditions, emphasizing spiritual transformation through the study of nature, alchemy, and the cosmos. Unlike the Templars, the Rosicrucians were not a military order, but rather a philosophical fraternity, their existence shrouded in secrecy and symbolism. They communicated their ideas through a series of manifestos published in the early 17th century, texts filled with allegorical language and veiled references that continue to intrigue scholars to this day. These manifestos, including the Fama Fraternitatis and the Confessio Fraternitatis, called for a reformation of knowledge and a spiritual awakening, sparking widespread interest and debate across Europe. In the heart of Yale University's ivy-clad campus, nestled amongst the hallowed halls of academia, lies a windowless granite structure known only as the Tomb. This imposing edifice, shrouded in secrecy and whispered rumors, serves as the headquarters for one of America's most enigmatic and enduring secret societies, the Skull and Bones. Founded in 1832 by William Huntington Russell and Alphonso Taft, the Society's origins remain shrouded in mystery, its rituals and inner workings a closely guarded secret, passed down through generations of Yale's elite. Each year, a select group of 15 Yale seniors, chosen for their perceived leadership potential and influence, are tapped to join the Society's ranks. Known as Bonesmen, these individuals enter a lifelong brotherhood bound by oaths of secrecy and loyalty, their lives forever intertwined with the shadowy legacy of the Skull and Bones. In the heart of the Netherlands, amidst a landscape carefully cultivated by human hands, lies the luxurious Bilderberg Hotel. It is here, shrouded in secrecy, that the elusive Bilderberg Group convenes. Every year, this select group of individuals, drawn from the upper echelons of power, gather to discuss matters of global significance. Their meetings are shrouded in secrecy, a tightly guarded affair with no official records or public pronouncements. This air of mystery has understandably fueled speculation and suspicion. Some believe the Bilderberg Group to be a cabal of puppet masters pulling the strings of global events from the shadows. Others, however, dismiss such notions as fanciful conspiracy theories, arguing that the group's meetings are nothing more than informal discussions among influential figures. Nevertheless, the veil of secrecy surrounding the Bilderberg Group continues to fascinate and intrigue, a testament to the enduring human fascination with power and its machinations. The true nature and extent of their influence remains a subject of much debate, a tantalizing enigma in our interconnected world. In the latter half of the 19th century, as the Victorian era reached its zenith, a new current of thought began to emerge from the swirling mists of esotericism. This period, marked by rapid industrialization and scientific advancement, also saw a resurgence of interest in the mystical and the arcane. People were not only fascinated by the tangible progress of technology, but also yearned for a deeper understanding of the universe and their place within it. This yearning gave rise to a movement that sought to bridge the gap between the material and the spiritual, the known and the unknown. The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, a secret society dedicated to the study and practice of occult knowledge, was born. This society was not just a product of its time, but a culmination of centuries of esoteric thought. It drew upon a rich tapestry of traditions, including alchemy, astrology, and the Kabbalah, weaving them into a coherent system of spiritual development. The Golden Dawn was unique in its approach, combining rigorous intellectual study with practical magical work. Its members were expected to engage in both scholarly research and mystical practices, creating a holistic path to enlightenment. Founded on the principles of Hermeticism, a philosophical and religious tradition rooted in ancient Egypt, The Golden Dawn sought to unlock the hidden mysteries of the universe and awaken the divine spark within each individual. Hermeticism, with its emphasis on the interconnectedness of all things and the potential for human transformation, provided a fertile ground for the Golden Dawn's teachings. The Society's rituals and teachings were designed to guide initiates through a process of inner alchemy, transforming their consciousness and awakening their latent spiritual potential. Its members delved into the realms of astrology, tarot, and ceremonial magic, seeking to transcend the limitations of the material world. These practices were not merely superstitions or parlor tricks, but sophisticated systems of knowledge that offered insights into the nature of reality and the human psyche. Astrology, for example, was seen as a way to understand the cosmic forces that influence our lives, while tarot provided a symbolic map of the soul's journey. Ceremonial magic, with its elaborate rituals and invocations, was a means of aligning oneself with higher spiritual forces and achieving personal transformation. The Order's teachings, a blend of Western esoteric traditions and Jewish mysticism known as Kabbalah, attracted a diverse array of individuals, from poets and artists to scholars and occultists. The Kabbalah, with its intricate system of correspondences and its vision of the universe as a dynamic interplay of divine forces, provided a profound framework for understanding the mysteries of existence. For many, the Golden Dawn offered a sanctuary where they could explore these mysteries in a supportive and intellectually stimulating environment. It was a place where creativity and spirituality could flourish, where the boundaries between art, science, and magic were blurred. They were drawn to the Golden Dawn's promise of spiritual enlightenment and the opportunity to explore the hidden dimensions of reality. The Society's initiatory system, with its carefully structured grades and rituals, provided a clear path for personal and spiritual development. Each grade represented a stage in the initiate's journey, offering new insights and challenges. The rituals, with their rich symbolism and powerful invocations, were designed to awaken the initiate's inner faculties and facilitate their connection with higher spiritual realms. For many, the Golden Dawn was not just a society, but a transformative experience that reshaped their understanding of themselves and the world. Among its ranks were some of the most influential figures in the history of Western esotericism, individuals who would go on to shape the course of 20th century occultism and leave an indelible mark on the Western magical tradition. Figures such as William Butler Yeats, Aleister Crowley, and Arthur Edward Waite were all members of the Golden Dawn, and their contributions to literature, magic, and mysticism continue to resonate to this day. The Golden Dawn's influence extended far beyond its immediate circle, inspiring subsequent generations of occultists and esoteric thinkers. Its legacy can be seen in the modern revival of interest in magic and the occult, as well as in the continued exploration of the mysteries of the human spirit. As the First World War cast its long shadow across Europe, a different kind of conflict was brewing in the beer halls and shadowy meeting places of Munich, Germany. The city, already reeling from the devastation of war, became a hotbed of political intrigue and social unrest. The streets of Munich, once bustling with the vibrancy of pre-war life, now echoed with the footsteps of soldiers returning from the front, their faces etched with the horrors they had witnessed. The air was thick with the sense of betrayal and disillusionment as the citizens grappled with the harsh realities of a nation brought to its knees. Here, amidst the political and social upheaval of a defeated nation, the Thule Society took root, a secret society that would come to play a chilling role in the rise of one of history's darkest chapters. The Society's meetings were shrouded in secrecy, held in dimly lit rooms where the air was thick with the smoke of cigars and the murmur of hushed conversations. It was in these clandestine gatherings that the seeds of a dangerous ideology were sown, one that would exploit the fears and frustrations of a broken people. Named after a mythical Nordic paradise, the Thule Society espoused a heady mix of racist ideology, occultism, and German nationalism. They believed in the superiority of the Aryan race and sought to revive ancient Germanic traditions and symbols. The society's emblem, a swastika superimposed on a dagger, became a symbol of their twisted vision of purity and power. Their writings and speeches were filled with references to ancient myths and legends, painting a picture of a glorious past that they believed could be reclaimed through their radical beliefs. Its members, drawn from the fringes of society, yearned for a return to a mythical golden age, a time when the Aryan race reigned supreme. They were a motley crew of disillusioned soldiers, failed artists, and fringe intellectuals, all united by a common sense of grievance and a desire for revenge. They saw themselves as the vanguard of a new order, one that would sweep away the old and bring about a rebirth of the German nation. Their meetings were filled with fervent speeches and grandiose plans as they plotted their path to power. Fueled by resentment over Germany's defeat in the Great War and the humiliating terms of the Treaty of Versailles, the Thule Society's ideology resonated with those who felt betrayed and disillusioned. The treaty, with its harsh reparations and territorial losses, was seen as a national humiliation, a dagger thrust into the heart of the German people. The Thule Society capitalized on this sense of injustice, offering a narrative that blamed external enemies for the nation's woes. They spoke of a grand conspiracy orchestrated by Jews and communists to undermine and destroy Germany. They offered a scapegoat for Germany's woes, blaming Jews, communists, and other undesirables for the nation's downfall. Their propaganda was filled with vile anti-Semitic imagery and rhetoric, painting Jews as the root of all evil. They claimed that the Jewish people were behind the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia, and that they were plotting a similar takeover in Germany. This toxic blend of hatred and paranoia found a receptive audience among those who were desperate for someone to blame for their suffering. In the fertile ground of post-war Germany, the Thule Society's toxic blend of hatred and mysticism found fertile ground, attracting a coterie of individuals who would go on to shape the Nazi Party and its murderous ideology. Among them was a young Adolf Hitler, who would later draw heavily on the Thule Society's ideas and symbols as he built his own movement. The Society's influence can be seen in the early symbols and rituals of the Nazi Party, as well as in its virulent anti-Semitism and belief in Aryan supremacy. The Thule Society may have been a small and secretive group, but its impact on history was profound and devastating. For centuries, whispers have echoed through the corridors of history, tales of a clandestine society known as the Priory of Sion, a society shrouded in mystery, its very existence debated by scholars and fueled by speculation. Some believe it to be a modern fabrication, a cleverly woven tapestry of myth and misinformation. But others, captivated by the enigma, see the Priory as the guardians of a secret so profound, so earth-shattering, that it could rewrite the very fabric of our understanding of the past. The Priory of Sion, we are told, claims lineage to the Knights Templar, those legendary warrior monks who once protected pilgrims on the perilous journey to the Holy Land. It is said that they possess secret knowledge, passed down through the ages, hidden from the prying eyes of the world. But what is this knowledge, and what is the true purpose of this elusive society? To unravel the secrets of the Priory of Sion, we must delve deep into the annals of history, separating fact from fiction and seeking truth in the shadows. Nestled deep within the redwood forests of California lies a secluded retreat known as Bohemian Grove. Each summer, this idyllic setting plays host to an exclusive gathering of some of the most powerful men in the world, the Bohemian Club. Founded in 1872 by a group of San Francisco artists and journalists, the Bohemian Club has evolved into a secretive organization shrouded in mystery and speculation. Its membership roster reads like a who's who of the global elite, including presidents, CEOs, media moguls, and influential figures from various walks of life. What transpires within the confines of Bohemian Grove during their annual encampment has been the subject of much curiosity and controversy. Behind the veil of secrecy, members partake in a range of activities from theatrical performances and musical concerts to intellectual discussions and leisurely pursuits. The atmosphere is said to be one of camaraderie and revelry, a retreat from the pressures of power and responsibility. However, the club's secretive nature and the influence wielded by its members have fueled speculation about the true purpose of their gatherings. From the shadowy whispers of the Priory of Sion to the powerful gatherings at Bohemian Grove, we have journeyed through the annals of history, exploring the enigmatic world of secret societies. These clandestine organizations, shrouded in mystery and intrigue, have captivated imaginations for centuries, fueling speculation and debate about their true nature and purpose. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the hidden corridors of history. Remember, the quest for knowledge is never-ending, and the truth, much like the societies we have explored, often lies hidden in plain sight, waiting to be uncovered. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more intriguing content.